When we're setting up an ABLE account for a child or a beneficiary, there's a couple different steps. First is we're generally applying for eligibility to create that ABLE account, and we're submitting any sort of paperwork that's necessary to the state to validate or verify that eligibility, that you do need and are entitled to the creation of an ABLE account. Then we're going to a designated ABLE account vendor to actually open that account, very similar to a pretty typical bank account opening process. In North Carolina, the current banking vendor as of 2025 is Fifth Third Bank. And so you would bring the approval, to actually create the account with you to a bank and make an initial deposit like you would with a checking or savings account. And then often, if the beneficiary is able to make their own decisions, then the ABLE account will just be in their name and subject to their use and authority and autonomy. If the beneficiary is not able to make their own decisions because they are a minor or they are under a guardianship, then generally a custodian, like a parent, would be appointed to manage the account instead. But otherwise, ABLE accounts really come in two varieties. The first is going to be more like a checking account or a bank account. It can sometimes have a debit card attached to it, but it's usually only going to hold cash. And so we're using it kind of like a sweep account or a savings account to just hold sums of cash that otherwise would count against us, that $2,000 resource cap. The second is more like a securities account, very similar to a 529 education savings account. It can hold things like mutual funds, pretty similar to like the NC 529 plan. That's less flexible because it's holding securities. It doesn't have the same functionality like a debit card that the checking account would have. So you really need to obviously pick how you think this account is going to be utilized, what its point is, and then open the account accordingly. You generally are only going to have one ABLE account.